Welcome to our in-depth analysis of the ongoing competition between OpenAI and Google in the AI sector. Today, we'll explore the recent controversy sparked by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman and delve into the contrasting presentation styles of their latest AI events. OpenAI and Google have recently held their biggest events of the year, showcasing their latest advancements. OpenAI introduced GPT-4o, their new flagship AI model capable of processing audio, visual, and text data in real time. The next day, Google showcased significant updates, including the new AI agent Project Astra and enhancements to Google Search. Surprisingly, Altman's critique wasn't focused on Google's AI capabilities, but on the presentation aesthetics. He posted on social media about the differences between OpenAI's understated setup and Google's grandiose production. He commented, "I try not to think about competitors too much, but I cannot stop thinking about the aesthetic difference between OpenAI and Google." This visual contrast showcases OpenAI's sleek, dimly lit office versus Google's brightly lit stage with fake windows and clouds. Google's event featured multiple speakers, including CEO Sundar Pichai and a performance by musician Marc Rebillet3, while OpenAI's event was concise and did not feature Altman. Altman's critique didn't go unnoticed. Google engineer Zachary Nadeau responded, pointing out the timing of OpenAI's announcements relative to Google's, adding fuel to the fire of this ongoing rivalry. So, what do these contrasting styles and public critiques say about the competitive nature between these two tech giants? Both OpenAI and Google recently held their largest events of the year to showcase their cutting-edge AI advancements. OpenAI introduced GPT-4o, a groundbreaking AI model processing audio, visual, and text data in real time. The following day, Google unveiled updates to its AI models with the new AI agent Project Astra and enhancements to Google Search. These events underscored the competition between the two tech giants in their relentless pursuit of AI supremacy. OpenAI's event was brief and intimate, while Google's was a grand affair lasting nearly 2 hours. Google's event featured multiple speakers, including CEO Sundar Pichai and a performance by Marc Rebillet3. In sharp contrast, OpenAI's event was held in a dimly lit, mid-century modern office. The absence of Sam Altman at the OpenAI event seemed like a calculated choice to emphasize technology over personalities. Despite the grandeur of Google's presentation, Altman's understated approach highlighted a different philosophy, prioritizing substance over style. This rivalry is not just about technological prowess, but also about communicating these advancements to the public. Discussions raged on social media about the effectiveness of each approach, keeping tech enthusiasts and critics on the edge of their seats. Amid the competition, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman recently critiqued Google's event aesthetics. Altman turned attention to the aesthetics over technology, comparing OpenAI's sleek presentation with Google's colorful production on social media. Altman's side-by-side comparison post depicted OpenAI's intimate office against Google's grandiose stage setup. He commented, "I try not to think about competitors too much, but I cannot stop thinking about the aesthetic difference between OpenAI and Google." Google's event, spanning nearly 2 hours, featured multiple speakers and a musical performance, while OpenAI's concise presentation was under 30 minutes, focused on substance. This critique brought attention to differing philosophies. Responses to Altman's critique, including Google's engineer Zachary Nadeau, pointing out the timing of OpenAI's announcements, underlined the competitive nature between the two. The race to AI dominance is not just about technology, but also about appealing to the public's imagination. When it comes to AI events, the presentation styles of OpenAI and Google are markedly different. OpenAI's announcement was concise and intimate, held in a dimly lit office, focusing entirely on their technological advancements. In contrast, Google's event was elaborate, held on a brightly lit stage, featuring multiple speakers and even a musical performance. This high-energy production aimed to impress and engage a wide-ranging audience. Altman's comments emphasized the aesthetic differences through a social media post comparing the understated setting of OpenAI with Google's theatrical production. This divergence highlights their differing corporate philosophies. The difference in presentation styles affects public perception. OpenAI might be seen as intellectually driven, while Google appears more mainstream and consumer-friendly. Each approach has its merits and reflects their competitive nature. The public response to Altman's critique was swift. Google engineer Zachary Nadeau highlighted the timing of OpenAI's announcements relative to Google's, emphasizing the competitive interplay between the two tech giants. Nadeau's remark, "Interesting how all your launches are timed with ours then," pointed to the strategic moves of the companies. This interaction illustrates that beyond aesthetics, there's a battle for market dominance in the AI sector. Altman's critique on aesthetics and Nadeau's response about the timing of announcements show how every detail is a calculated step in this competition. The public perception of this rivalry adds an intriguing layer to the AI race. In this high-stakes AI landscape, how technology is presented and timed proves crucial in capturing public and industry attention. The rivalry between OpenAI and Google is not just about technological prowess, but also about narrative control. In a strategic move, Google released a demo video highlighting its AI capabilities just 30 minutes before OpenAI's event. This wasn't accidental. It was a calculated move to grab attention and perhaps overshadow OpenAI's unveiling. Google's demo showcased Project Astra and updates to Google Search. This preemptive strike set the stage for a head-to-head comparison between the two tech giants, emphasizing that timing and presentation are crucial in the AI race. Google's grand event versus OpenAI's modest setup highlighted not just competition in technology, but also in public perception. Altman's critique might have sparked a discussion, but Google's actions emphasized their competitive stance. Google's move to release their demo right before OpenAI's event is a testament to the intense rivalry. The competition extends beyond technology to who can capture the public's imagination and attention. Sam Altman recently critiqued Google's event aesthetics, sparking public reactions. He shared a side-by-side comparison, highlighting OpenAI's intimate setup against Google's grand production. Google's event was a large-scale production with fake windows, clouds, and vibrant colors, spanning nearly 2 hours with multiple speakers and a performance. In contrast, OpenAI's event was concise and focused, lasting under 30 minutes. Altman's quote, "I try not to think about competitors too much, but I cannot stop thinking about the aesthetic difference between OpenAI and Google," sparked various reactions, emphasizing the contrast in presentation. Google engineer Zachary Nadeau responded by noting the timing of OpenAI's announcements, suggesting a strategic alignment with Google's releases. This rivalry and focus on aesthetics add a layer to the ongoing competition between OpenAI and Google. As we recap OpenAI and Google's most recent events, it's clear they presented significant AI advancements. OpenAI introduced GPT-4o, capable of real-time data processing, while Google unveiled Project Astra and updates to Google Search, showcasing their commitment to technological progress. The events had contrasting styles. Google's vibrant, nearly 2-hour production featured multiple speakers and a performance by Marc Rebillet3, while OpenAI's concise event lasted under 30 minutes, delivered in a dimly lit office environment. Sam Altman's critique of Google's elaborate setup highlighted their differing approaches in presentation, with OpenAI focusing on substance over style and Google emphasizing a show-stopping production. Google engineer Zachary Nadeau's comment about the timing of OpenAI's announcements underscores the strategic nature of their rivalry. Actions like Google's releasing a demo video before OpenAI's event further emphasize the competition beyond mere technology. It's clear that the competition between OpenAI and Google goes beyond technological capabilities to how these innovations are presented. Sam Altman's critique of Google's aesthetics highlights differing philosophies and corporate cultures between the two. Altman's quote, "I try not to think about competitors too much, but I cannot stop thinking about the aesthetic difference between OpenAI and Google," underscores the scrutiny these companies face in how they present their achievements. Google engineer Zachary Nadeau's remark about the timing of OpenAI's launches relative to Google's highlights the competitive fervor driving both firms. This race involves not only technological frontiers, but also narrative control. The strategic maneuvering of announcements by both companies shows the importance of public perception in the AI race. This rivalry keeps AI ethics, usability, and innovation in the public eye, driving progress in the sector.